Hello, my name is Rachel Van Kuren. I have been teaching for 5 years. I've been a K through 3rd grade intervention specialist for 2 years and a kindergarten teacher for 3 years. Today, I would like to discuss my action research on flexible grouping. Flexible grouping is a differentiation strategy where students are grouped based on their individual abilities and interests. The groups are fluid and can change based on student needs. Within the low-income school, teachers have noticed a large gap within students' needs in relation to word decoding skills. Many students are at or above grade level, while most students are well below grade level in ELA skills, including word decoding. Decoding skills are essential because they connect the recognition of individual letters to comprehending the meaning of a word. For students to be able to read fluently at grade level, they must be able to decode words. Since there is a large gap in students' ability, differentiation is needed to reach the needs of all of our students. Differentiation can be done by adjusting the content, process, project, and environment. Differentiated instruction can meet the needs for both students above and below grade level in word decoding skills. Flexible grouping is a type of differentiation that allows the students to be placed in a group with other students with similar needs. Flexible grouping can provide opportunities for students to develop independent decoding skills, develop collaboration, opportunity for students to interact with peers, and fluidity for student needs. With the combination of flexible groups and instruction on decoding skills, students can gain the skills that reflect on their individual need. I focused on 2 research questions. The first is, how can flexible grouping impact the performance of students who are performing below grade level? And the second is, how can flexible grouping impact performances of students who are performing above grade level? The action research adopted a mixed methods approach, integrating both quantitative pre- and post-assessments and progress monitoring scores with qualitative student surveys. Through the mixed methods, results can show a student as a whole, including test scores and their feelings towards the learning. For quantitative assessments, the teachers will administer a pre- and post-assessment to all students. Students will need to decode the words and choose the word that was dictated by the teacher. The pre-assessment will guide the initial flexible groups and determine the level of instruction. The students will then take bi-weekly progress monitoring assessments to adjust groups based on the progress and need. At the end of the research, students will be given a post-test to determine the effectiveness of the groupings to teach the decoding skills. For qualitative surveys, at the end of the research, students will take a survey on their feelings towards the flexible groupings throughout the research period. The students will be taking a pretest that consists of 10 dictated words from the teacher. Each student will need to decode 4 words per 10 and choose the word read by the teacher. Students who score an 8 through 10 correct will be placed in a group together. Students who score a 6 through 7 correct will be placed in a group, and students who score 4 through 6 correct will be in a group, and students who scored 0 through 4 correct will be placed in a group together. Students will receive instruction based on their current needs. Progress monitoring will be administered every 2 weeks throughout the research. Students will change groups based on the growth they are showing or the needs. The post-assessment will be given at the end to determine student growth in the decoding skills. The student survey will also be completed at the end of the research to guide further learning of their feelings towards the flexible groups. Our goal of the action research is to improve the kindergarten students' abilities to decode words accurately and quickly. The improvement of decoding skills can result in higher performance on the curriculum-based assessments. Higher decoding skills can translate to becoming fluent readers in the future. Success in fluency and comprehension can lead to success in many areas for students in the future. Using flexible groups to teach word decoding can also have many more benefits. It can provide personalized instruction, increase in student engagement, and improve social-emotional skills as students are able to work in a small group with students with different backgrounds. The research will be implemented 30 minutes, 5 days a week for 18 weeks during the ELA instruction time. Students will be in groups of 5 students, consisting of students with similar strengths and needs. They will receive instruction that is from the CKLA curriculum with differentiated word decoding skills. Students will have opportunities to interact and build relationships with both the teacher and peers. The kindergarten teachers will take 1 day to collaborate on the project design. Then they will take 1 day of professional development in flexible grouping. The teachers will then give all the students the pre-assessment, what will last about 1 to 3 days depending on student absences. The teachers will then have 1 day to create the groups and plan for their own groups. Throughout the research, every 2 weeks, teachers will give progress monitoring that will last 1 to 2 days. The implementation will be for 18 weeks every day. Then the teachers will give a post-assessment at the end of the research, which will last about 1 to 3 days, depending on student absences. And then at the end of the research, it will take a week for data analysis and report writing, and then another week for reflection and communication. In this action research, it is crucial that all stakeholders are involved for many different reasons. When the stakeholders are involved, we can foster greater engagement and commitment to the changes being implemented, see different insights and experiences, aim to solve real-world problems, and increase credibility and validity, and allow everyone to have a voice in the social changes. Through the research, classroom teachers are responsible for implementing pre- and post-assessments, analyzing data for groupings, providing instruction for the assigned group. Intervention specialists are responsible for implementing pre- and post-assessments, analyzing data for groups, and providing instructions for their assigned group. Reading specialists are responsible for implementing the pre- and post-test, analyzing data for groups, providing instruction to their assigned group. Literacy coaches are responsible for providing resources and professional development to the teachers. The guardians are responsible for supporting student learning and meeting their needs for the student to come to school ready to learn. Administrators are responsible for providing and adjusting curriculum needs for the students in the school. The focus of the action research is to analyze the effect of using flexible grouping to differentiate word decoding instruction in a kindergarten classroom to improve curriculum-based assessments. The goal is to increase kindergarten students' word decoding skills to improve the curriculum-based assessment scores. This research will affect my future professional practice by allowing me to provide the most beneficial literacy instruction to meet the needs for all students in my classroom. Thank you for listening, and if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. Thank you.